Alright fam, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nyca and with Love After Lockup. I think this season 2 episode 6, your card was declined or something like that. Anyway, I'm just now watching it at 1:25 a.m. Sunday morning, so I said why not just cut the speaker on and give my thoughts and opinions about the episode from Friday night. So let's start off with Sarah, Megan, and Michael. Now, Megan at the house in Texas, she wondering why the hell Michael done been out all this time and I still haven't seen him. Plus, she's uneasy because she knows that he's around his baby mama and unbeknownst to her, his wife. Now, on his side, he say that he really want to be with Megan. She feels a void that Sarah does not. However, he's not trying to hide the fact that he's with Sarah, with Megan from Sarah, but he know he needs to cultivate a relationship with his daughter because he left right after she was born, and he's been away for 8 months, so she don't really know him like that. So his concern is he wants to build a relationship with his daughter so that when he transitions over to Megan, that the child and he will have a bond established and he'll still be a part of her life. Now, he said that Sarah would be the type that if he didn't bond with the child and she finds out about Megan, she's the type that would, not let him see his child because he's moved on. Now, y'all, that thing kind of bothered me, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, if you got a woman, you dealing with a woman that would play them type of games, you need to check your damn self and figure out what to do. Secondly, I understand fully him wanting to build a relationship with his daughter, but see, had you not been out there being a criminal, you will have an established relationship with your daughter. And even though I applaud the fact he wants to have a relationship with his daughter, it does not take away the fact the way he's going about doing this, playing two women, playing with their emotions, is wrong. You married Sarah just to have a relationship with your daughter. Make that make sense. Especially when you have promised yourself to a whole nother woman. This is going to be a big tragedy. This girl, Megan, is going to be devastated because she putting all her eggs in a basket, counting on this man to do right by her, and this dude is not going to do right by her. She not going to be all right finding out about Sarah. Then he done had sex with the girl since he been home. And see, when you reap what you sow. Now, he out here plotting and bopping and thotting on these women, playing with their emotions. Goes to Sarah's grandmother's house to meet with the little girl, and she had no interest in him. You could tell her mama was forcing her because that little girl don't know him. And he out here crying in the backyard looking crazy because she don't know him. How you think that she's going to feel when you become a source of contention and upset for her mom? Now, as a child being little as she is, she's not going to fully understand what's going on, but she going to know her mama upset, and that's going to make her upset. The way he going about doing this is totally out of order, and it's not going to work. It's just simply not going to work. It's foolishness at its finest. Let's move on to Kaitlyn and Matt. Now, she going to meet up with her mama, her and Matt, to introduce Matt to the mama. Mama has a drug addiction issue herself that she is in recovery right now from. So Mama wasn't feeling Matt coming into her house because, one, this boy got a habit of relapsing a lot of times and going back to jail. And in truth, two addicts should not be sitting up in the same house with each other. They tend to trigger each other. She want to be in there with that man, fool around, and come home one day from hanging out with her good girlfriend, and Mama and that boy is sitting up somewhere on the porch or outside, high as hell. So that's a train wreck that her mama avoided. I'm glad she had the sense to do so. Now, they get to the restaurant and they having coffee waiting on the mama to show up. Mama late. Mama extremely late. She didn't pick up the phone and call and say she was going to be late. So when she finally arrives, now, you done sat there that long. What's the use of looking at her and then running outside and on your way outside tearing up your damn phone? You just said that you don't know if you can count on this man and you ain't really got it like that, so why would you break your phone? You go outside and do this whole theatrical. See, Kaitlyn is too emotional. I can't identify with that. You out here having a fit talking about she just don't care to Matt. He's sitting there like he don't really know what to do. You do all of that. Your mama come outside, apologize for hurting you if she hurt you, and hug you. And then you introduce her to Matt. And basically all she said was, you know, she got reservations, but y'all a cute couple. Now, Kaitlyn did share with us that she got major abandonment issues. Girl, you with the wrong person. You with a 12-time convicted felon. How he ain't doing life is beyond me. But you're dealing with a 12-time convicted felon who has a tendency to relapse time and time again that he's let out of the penitentiary system. So, if you have abandonment issues, this is not the man that you would want. By your own admission, you thought this would be a honeymoon, but it's been a roller coaster ride, and you're uncertain if he's really going to be there. Although you want him to be and you need him to be, you ain't certain. And see, Mama seen that. Mama seen that before it even came out. Because see, Mama done been in that drug world. She know what it's about. And maybe her not allowing you to have that man in her house was her way of trying to stop you. But see, you a grown woman, so you're going to do what you want to do. And what she let you know was, not here. Even though Mama said y'all was a cute couple, Mama still ain't feeling y'all. Girl, you another one headed for ultimate disaster. Clint and Tracy. That just look like some old nasty trailer park trash to me. Now, they done bump and grind all night long and she getting dressed. She needs to go get the wedding dress because they supposed to be getting married later on that night. Now, Clint don't make a lot of money. He tells us he works at a large hotel chain. He's a night auditor and he works the front desk, but he don't make a whole lot of money. But yet and still, you give this girl your debit card and your credit card and tell her she got a $500 limit. But since you only get married once and she is his princess, if it goes over a little bit, go ahead and spend it. And out the door she go. Hours later, he dressed and at the chapel waiting to get married. And this girl is still not showing up. He been waiting for hours. On next week's episode, it looks as if she done ran off. What did you expect? You don't really know this girl. You met this girl online. You've been dealing with her from the penitentiary system. You said by your own admission this girl was in jail for hot checks and something else that you just read. See, that's what we do. When the truth is in our face, see, because I've always told you guys there's warning before destruction. Now, the warning was her background. Was she in federal prison for? Why would you, knowing that you've already exceeded your budget that you had allotted for yourself, to go pick her up, splurge on her, spend a night at a relatively look like nice hotel? Why would you, after the warning from your mama and your father and your ex-wife / boss, why would you trust this girl with your credit card and your debit card to go and buy a wedding dress? Why? Make that make sense. And now she done left you seemingly at the altar and ran off with your good coin, whatever you got left. I always told y'all this boy elevator don't go to the top floor. I can see it. He walked right into devastation. But we gonna see what her excuse gonna be, or if this is gonna be the end of the road for the Clint and Tracy story. We gonna see. But I can't be mad at her because she did what criminals do. This girl is shit. She ain't shit. And she look like she'll take something from you. She look like she's untrustworthy. The warning signs were there. Her criminal background, while she was in prison, spoke volumes. But because we want to believe in our heart of hearts that the person that we're with is going to be that one that makes that big difference in our life, we are so lonely and not content with simply learning to be by yourself while God prepares the perfect person for you that gives you time to work on yourself. See, he didn't want to do none of that. He won't take the shortcut. And the shortcut got him going to have him sitting in a car crying next week. Let's move on to Marcelino. Is that girl named Brittany too? I don't remember her damn name. Anyway, you know who with Marcelino. Now she done decided she want to go down to the pool side. They still at the hotel, and we learn that they're living at the hotel right now because the place where Marcelino lived is not convict friendly. They don't want any ex-cons, so they're staying at the hotel until they can find them a apartment that would be ex-con friendly. So he goes down to the beach side, a pool side where she at, and she's looking through the paper trying to find an apartment. He reminds her that we in the internet age. He tells her that he gonna leave for a couple of hours to go take care of some business, and he'll holler back at him later, and they'll go to dinner. That man wasn't in the parking lot or at the parking lot of that apartment or that hotel before she done went up and contacted her ex, Amanda, to come over. She ain't told Marcelino that she's been talking to this girl. And this girl has no clue that Marcelino exists. But when she tell her, the girl feels some kind of way. Because, see, they never really ended. They got transferred away from each other. She was transferred away. So they never ended. So old girl probably was under the impression, I'm going to come over here and we're going to rekindle. But now she's hearing about Marcelino and she's feeling some kind of way because apparently she still got feelings for her. So, child, the end result of this bullshit is she's still sexually attracted to this girl. And she knows it's going to be hard for Marcelino to wrap that mind around it. But she going to ask him, is it possible that she can have sex with Amanda and they can even do a threesome? Now, based off the person that we've gotten to know and the personality that is Marcelino, who think that's going to work? He just told you he concerned about you going back to prison. He just said you're going to have to be tight with your parole. And a part of your parole, a stipulation is you can't be hanging out with fellow cons. So you're not even supposed to have communication with this woman. Now, I get you say that, you be needing the support and talk to some of your friends. But, girl, maybe you need to get new friends. Because anybody that's going to jeopardize my freedom and possibly send me back to the can, I'm going to cut all ties with. It ain't that I don't care about you, but I care about me. See, self-preservation comes first. This man is not going to be feeling this. This is going to cause a big disruption in their relationship. And although I think Marcelino is a bit overbearing sometimes, I think he has control issues, and I feel like he got a little touch of narcissism in him as well. I must say, this ain't cool. You knew you felt this way. You should have been upfront with him about that from the gate. When you got home and made contact with this girl again, you should have at least told him. See, you're not giving him an option to decide to continue on or opt out. And that's why he gonna blow up on your ass. That's exactly why. But she planned on asking him that. I said, And the way they was him and her and that girl was playing around in that pool, I was like, please just go get a room. But then again, you at a room, girl, take that somewhere else. Cause I don't have no problem with people loving and doving on each other, but it's a limit that you're supposed to do in the public. I'm not with a lot of PDA. Plus the fact that you sitting here leading this man to believe that you want to be strictly dickly and you really want to play in both ponds. You want him to stick you and you want her to lick you. Make your mind up, girl. That shit gonna go left for you. Now, let's move on to Lizzie and Scott. They go out to their dinner date that we've been seeing them prepare for. She ain't been out of jail in 10 years. She say jail food is horrible. She learned how to tweak it inside so that she would be able to eat food, but she is glad to be at a restaurant that's going to serve her some seafood. And girl, we seen her ordering a whole lot of seafood. Scott is a fool. Then they move into the conversation. She basically told him that you did enable me. What you was doing, giving me all that money, could have killed me. And that's why my daughter don't like you. Well, bitch, if you running game on this man and making him feel some kind of way about you being in pain and needing your heroin is why he sent it to you. Now, he not strong. And he wanted to see you be okay, even though I get what he was doing. It was stupid, and that's not the way you help a person who has a drug addiction. But his desire to be with her again superseded common sense, just like with the rest of these couples. And for you to sit here now and try to deny the fact that you played a big part in it, Scott didn't listen to this conversation very well. She basically told you, if you hadn't sent me this money, I would have probably cut you off and gotten it elsewhere. In the same breath, she says, but you could have killed me. No, bitch, you 41 years old, and 10 years ago you was 31. You were old enough to know better. Drug addict or not, you knew better. You chose that. And he is so desperate for love and has such low self-esteem that he played into your game. So you and your daughter can suck a dick, in my opinion, because both y'all full of shit. Now, I get Jasmine where she coming from. You her mama. But you can't place all the blame on this man because, like he said, if it wasn't me, it would have been someone else. Then to top this off, y'all, after he done paid for her seafood fest and let her accuse him of being the reason why she's a fucked up individual, she had nerves enough. She had nerves enough to actually say when his first card declined, is he being honest about his finances? Hell no, he ain't being honest about his finances. She went on to say that if he lying to her about his finances, then she not gonna be able to be with him. In other words, if that money can't keep flowing, I ain't gonna stay with you. She already don't want to have sex with him. Lizzie is a master manipulator. She's a user. She's gonna suck him. Well, she's already sucked his ass dry. She just don't know it yet. And for him to listen to this woman basically saying what it is she want and admire about him, and him to still want to be there, goes to show you how some people, this is a lot of people, they not happy with self. They don't know the value that they have in self. They look for validation in other people that will never come. Because until you love the person that stares back at you in the mirror, you're not going to be able to receive nor give love to anybody else. It's all going to fall apart every time. I've always wondered how a person can think they can love someone if they don't love themselves. How you going to give out what you ain't got for you? He did finally run up on a card that worked and whatnot, but she looking at him side-eyed now because why a card declining? Because you done sucked him dry. Because your leeching ass done sucked this man dry. And if he was smart, he'd get the hell out. But of course he's not, because he wants this woman. He ain't never had one this pretty. What people will do just to be validated or feel validated by the next is amazing. But that was it. That was all. I think I hit all the couples. Sarah and Megan, them. Kaitlyn and Matt. Clint and Tracy. Marcelino and Brittany. And Lizzie and Scott. That's it, y'all. That's it. That was it on this episode of Love After Lockup. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the videos because ratings get me recognized on these YT streets. Comment down in the panel section. Let me know your thoughts and opinions about Friday night's episode. Also, if you have not already, please hit the subscribe button. Also, mash that notification bell so that each and every time that I come down here, you will be notified and you can come over and join in the conversation. This is Jumpstart January, day number 13 on that ass. And I will see you guys back Monday for The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Peace.